The Ebola virus is moving south, and a bustling city of more than 1 million lies directly in its path. It's called Goma, and the people who live here are afraid. Are you worried? Is your family worried?
Moi, j'ai peur. La population a peur. Même les autorités ont peur. Yeah.
Humanitarian group MSF are digging in and building up with a brand new Ebola treatment center on the outskirts of town. They don't want to frighten residents, but they need to prepare, and they'll have 72 beds here when they're finished.
We followed the epidemic since the beginning, going south. Goma is a big city where people travel. It's likely that this can be the next one. And it takes one person to travel, and that's it.
Government officials can't stop people with the virus from traveling to Goma, so they have to stop them from infecting others when they're here. Surveillance teams now hunt for residents who've been exposed. It's a big operation. The surveillance teams have tracked down 137 people who've been in direct contact with a victim of Ebola, but they can't stop there. They've also got to track down the people who've been in contact with the direct contacts, because that's how the infection works. It's a logistical nightmare. They've got plenty of expertise, but there's only so much they can do. I spoke to the man in charge. Is an Ebola outbreak in this city inevitable?
En tout cas, probablement oui. Je prédire cela. Pourquoi? Parce qu'avec les mouvements, bien que nous avons le point de contrôle au niveau de chaque coin, les malades parviennent à nous échapper.
That's just like a pastor who managed to avoid the mandatory temperature checks as he traveled to Goma last week. When the churchman was discovered at this clinic, he was so ill there was nothing health workers could do to save him. The authorities are looking for anyone who may have approached him, and they're offering each one 20 kilograms of food. That way, they're less likely to travel around and spread the virus if they have it. An epidemic in this city would be catastrophic, and it's something the government and their partners must try to prevent. But the Ebola virus is almost certainly here. John Sparks, Sky News in Goma.